Hey guys, Robert here, and joining me on this more somber episode of Pro Teaches Noob is once again Bianca.
Hey.
And today we lost a legend, a great man, George Perez. And I've already done my tearful video a while back and everything and all that. And originally we were going to talk about sirens, but fortunately I don't want to say it's incomprehensible, but it's not something I feel we need to talk about here after losing the man. I think it'd be better to talk about one of his best works, but something we can still get through in a short amount of time. So no Crisis on Infinite Earth or anything. But Bianca, first of all, why don't you tell everyone here what your history is with George Perez, if anything, with the man's artwork?
I have not bought anything from George Perez ever.
Nothing by him, really?
Correct.
Not even his Wonder Woman?
No, I'm planning to get it.
You sure?
Omnibuses are expensive.
What about JLA Avengers? Good luck getting that one.
Wait, did they not release that yet?
Yes, they have, and I'm pretty sure it's sold out already.
Mother crapper, I never knew.
You can curse here, you know.
I don't curse.
Oh, motherfucker. What about Crisis on Infinite Earth?
I've heard about it.
Oh, this one here is one of his Marvel works. The Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect that he did with Peter David. And this would actually introduce something major when it came to the Hulk, the Maestro. You ever heard of the Maestro?
Yes. I have a Maestro by Peter David for the first
There's,
volume.
oh yeah, the novel and the recent miniseries of which he's on the third and final miniseries.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the trade paperback for that one too.
Yep. Well, this is what introduced us to the Maestro.
Ooh.
Yep. And this is one of the few times where Perez also drew and inked his own work. I should to point out. Hold on. Let me go grab. I realized I should have just grabbed it. Hold on. How are they doing? Okay, over there. I got my own copy and signed by both of them.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Also, I think I should take time out to also read what Peter David wrote at the start of the third mini. Hold on. At the very end, he says, my first exposure to George Perez was pretty much the same as yours, reading his work in the pages of comic books. He was doing the Avengers at the time, and his unique and detailed style was just starting to make its way into the fan consciousness. Mostly, he was renowned for being the guy who designed the costume for Jack of Hearts, which was so relentlessly complicated that pretty much no other artist could undertake it. And he basically explains how eventually what led to them working on Future Imperfect. It was one of the few times where an author had, that Peter had pitched the idea to Perez when you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go through, the editors and all that. But hold on, let me get back to it. But yeah, just look at this opening page alone in this Future. And
It's
look at
just
this.
so detailed.
I mean, look at this. Look at this crowd shot. Welcome to dystopia, ladies and gentlemen. You've walked here, you've ridden here, you've crawled here, but the bottom line is you're here. And oh, what wonders await you. Feast your eyes on some of the lovely ladies who could be yours, yada, yada. But just look at that. Isn't that just amazing? Just this opening splash page alone? Or double page spread?
Yes, I see a cute doggo.
Where?
Corner right.
Oh, right there.
It looks almost like my dog.
Yeah. Oh, yep. You showed me that off screen. But yeah, basically, this guy, Fizz and Pie Fizz, runs up to them, to Janice, And we also see this other woman, and she's always saying, "You're going to get us killed," and then she gets her head blocked and blasted right off.
Oh.
As the police shows up, they try to fight their way through and everything, putting up a good fight. Unfortunately, Pie Fizz gets his legs busted. So basically says like, "Yeah, look at how bad this is, right?"
Oh my gosh.
But all of a sudden, then the building starts shaking, and then it starts to collapse. And good day, gentlemen. You'd be pleased to know the doctor is in. Now, this was during the Professor Hulk era, where
I was
you had
about to say, is
this
this
is
Professor Hulk?
yes, this is. This is when he had the power and color and build of the Green Hulk, the attitude
Intelligence.
of and what was it? The attitude of the Gray Hulk and the intelligence of Banner. Basically, they were all in a perfect combination. But I love it. He's like, "All right, I admit I'm not a medical doctor, but even so, I can see you gentlemen need to be heavily medicated." And they're like, "What about the green guy?" From what Gramps says, and the best thing to do is like, from what, by the way, that is a girl.
The one on the right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
Sometimes it's hard to tell sometimes because of that
There was
mohawk.
when I saw her in the splash page, and I thought it was a guy, and then it zoomed up on her face, and I'm like, oh, it's a girl. She just has a really weird haircut on one side.
Yeah, like right there looks definitely like
Yeah.
you think that's a boy, but yeah, and once you're there, oh, girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically it opens up right away with a lot of action and everything. As he pulls the guy into a crash, and he soon realizes the platform operator wasn't just inside it; he was melted to it, bonded. Somehow he couldn't eject because he was part of it. That had to hurt. And then look at these war dogs. Basically, they say they could actually crush adamantium in 7.3 seconds. Yeah, but Hulk just rips right through it. Then we see this guy who's like the vizier or whatever coming towards them, trying to tell the Maestro about it. And I love it. The minister. The Maestro left a message that he was not to be disturbed by affairs of state today. Let me pass oath. If the Maestro doesn't hear this news immediately, he'll scream for the head of the one who kept it from him. And then when he finally like, "Maestro, a problem has arisen that requires your immediate attention. This had better be good."
There he is.
That is a great first image, isn't it?
Yes, I feel like they should have taken out all the skin tag looking things because that looks so gross.
Well, it's supposed to be gross. It's supposed to be really old. But yeah, Banner's looking. He's walking around like along with other stenches, like people who haven't bathed in years. The way they're looking at me was big fear and respect. The fear from strangers I'm used to, but the respect, that's new. Kind of like it. They lead Hulk down there. They do a scan on her so she can head on down there. But then when one of the guys follow them, it blows up that entire entrance.
Oh my gosh.
Well, how else do you keep anyone from following you, right?
Yeah, they have to remake the entrance now.
Yep. But I love this how what Hulk says, like, I've gone along with all this so far, even saved your hash from the local authorities. But that it was just as much because you were my guide here as anything else. But now you better start proving to my satisfaction the things you've been telling me. Otherwise, I'll bring this place down. Hulk ain't messing around. So they bring him forward and everything, and they use this gem to showcase it, and it shows all of these different things. His name was Dr. Banner, and everything, the gamma bomb, everything about him. And of course, he's like, those images, the sighting, whatever. It's nothing I've seen before, not news footage or anything. Where'd you get them from? The mind's eye. What's scanned is what's known. Like, look, I came here for two reasons. First, because Rick Jones vouched for you and looked like he'd seen a ghost when he did. And second, because you told me some things that were too hideous to ignore, especially if this Maestro is who you claim. But now I want that proof. Right? It's right down there. If you follow the light, then you'll see the light. And, oh man, this is one of Perez's best images.
Oh no! Oh my gosh!
Everyone's, the trophy room at the memorial.
Oh no!
Look at all that. It's in
Villains too?
Yep, everyone dead. And then it turned out that's Rick Jones, old man.
Who's Rick Jones?
That's the boy who was there at the Gamma test site that Bruce Banner threw aside, and then he got nuked.
Oh no!
Yep. Bitchin', huh, Bruce? Yeah, they're trying to study through Pi Fizz's memories and everything. And I love this bit. What do you do? He spits on saying, "Flark you." He's ready to punch him. He's like, "I'll crush your head like an eggshell." Maestro, no, don't you see that's what he wants? Yes. Yes, of course, Minister. To die before we learn what we need. Rudimentary cunning, and yet it nearly worked. Thank you. I love that. That is brilliant. Just a simple thing. The guy thinks like, if I take him up enough, he'll just kill me.
That's
But
amazing.
yep, and then we see a bit about them coming towards Rick and all that, and I love this how they're doing it right from the guy's eye view. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And look at this, just tosses them and all that, and whoa!
Oh no!
I know, but I love this. Like, God, shake hands with. Oh man, this is boring. And then it turns out they had found Doctor Doom's time platform. And that's when they realized, they could use it. And when they realized they need the Hulk, so it's like, shake hands with your great-granddaughter, stud. But eventually, because they did all stuff, they eventually lost the memory. So the guy is now, no use to them. So what does he do? Caves his head in!
Oh, that girl kind of reminds me of a Red Sonja, the outfit.
Well, I know. I think that's a little bit meant to be that way. But yeah, he's then talking like, Rick, how did this happen? When you in the past contacted me, then I came because I trusted you, Rick. But now you've got to tell me. You've got to fill me in on what happened. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? I'm fine, Rick. Where, when am I? How many years in the future? 90 years or so. Since then, there was, what do you call it? Lots of explosions, dying, fighting. A war? That's it, a war. Big one. Who's responsible? Dr. Doom? The leader? The Red Skull? Nope. Funny, ain't it? All the good guys protect humanity from the bad guys, and then humanity went and blew itself up real fine without help from anyone in the armor or funny long johns. Go figure. Remember all the reports about how people might survive atomic wars? Exaggerated. All of it. Thor? Gone. Wolverine? Gone. Cap? All of them gone. And after the Third World War, there was another war. Can't even remember what it was about. What's left of the world, Rick? You're here. Betty, is she? She's right there. Right between the leader and Jean Grey, just behind the Wasp. For what is left, dystopia is pretty much it for the next few hundred miles. The rest is wasteland, or random mutant encampments. People dying by degrees. I love this, don't you? Just look at that.
Oh, that's so sad. Wait, so how did he travel 90 years into the future?
The time platform.
So he just went in and just wrote it out. He's like,
Yep.
okay, might as well go.
Yep. And they even say like, when she basically says how the only thing that can kill that the Maestro could survive anything short of a ground zero nuke. When the world went to hell, the Maestro is standing at the gate with the key. And I love how Hulk's like, Rick, who is he? You have to ask. Then basically the Maestro is led by the minister to where they last reported on it. He's like, that's your only problem? Idiots, stand aside. You should have consulted me on this months ago. You've been busy. To which, yeah, he just makes his way down there and he just gets through all of their defenses. Every one of them.
My gosh.
All their men just taken out by their normal defenses first. And then he decided, like, booby trap. And we were the boobies who were trapped. I thought the rebels would be man enough to fight us face to face. Looks like I gave them too much credit. Stay here, if you insist, sir. And he just goes right through it all, and he's eventually, blast you, show yourselves. never zoom. What a twist, right?
So wait, how is he fighting his future self?
Well, you got to remember by this point the rules of time travel are this: you go to any other point in history, you're technically meeting a future version of yourself before you traveled. The moment you traveled, you created a splinter timeline.
Okay.
So as Maestro eventually say, all the stuff that's happening to you, I don't know. I don't remember a thing about it. So clearly,
Okay.
so in other words, for him, it doesn't matter if he kills the Hulk; it won't affect him.
Oh, okay. I got it.
So let's move on to the next one. It's only a two-parter.
He got so strong.
Oh yeah, well yeah, he was so strong. Yeah, but then okay, come on, this thing's taking forever to load. Ah, there we go. And then here's part 2 of 2. Okay, come on. Don't you hate when the internet just slows down on you?
Yes. I have like 3 different Wi-Fis.
Oh, you do? I only got the one. Similar opening, except now, pow! And that's all it is. Like, what do you think, Hulk? Not bad, eh, for an old man? Woof! Come on, Hulk. You're the first challenge I've had in decades. Don't make it so easy for me, puny batter.
Oh.
Like, not bad. I know, eventually, like, surrender. I'll turn this girl into a bloody pulp right before your eyes. Only the good doctor there can help you, my dear. What do you say, Hulk? You're afraid of me? So afraid that you're resorting to threatening helpless females rather than taking me on? Go ahead, rip her in half. She's better off dead than living in this pit that you created, and you'll simply have shown everyone else how gutless you really are. You're bluffing. Hoping to use reverse. Look at that smile! And like, pathetic, Banner. Truly pathetic. I expected better of you! But I don't bluff that easily. No! Ha! So predictable! Damn, right?
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. And then he pulls her up and kicks him. Oh, yeah. He starts saying all this stuff like, your presence here is indication of my foe's short-sightedness. If they summoned Thor from the mist of time, he might have matched me strengths. Or perhaps the Fantastic Four, with Richard's brilliance at the helm, could have stymied me. Or maybe the Wild Man, through his sheer heroic... Oh, that's right. You probably haven't encountered the Wild Man yet. Well, no matter. The point is there's nothing you can do that I haven't already done. Back then, you were incredible. Now, you're just redundant. How'd you get to be in charge, Maestro? By talking to your opponents to death? No, by beating them to death.
Dang, he has like the strength and
But more
the
wisdom.
wisdom still,
Yep. Game over, Bruce. I saw that one coming a century ago. And then I love it how but I'm going to put you in your place. I'm going to sing soprano, motor mouth. Right in the gonads.
Oh my gosh. It's funny, it still hurts.
I know. Maybe you've forgotten all this time, Maestro, but among other things, I'm an inventor, which means I can be inventive when I want to. Oh no. Quick, let's get out of the... Flark! Zach, I love you, man.
Oh no.
Get Maestro. Kill. Oh, hell. Indeed, Banner, and I'll send you there. Personally! Crack! Bet you think you're gonna die now, eh, Hulk? And you figured if you die that I won't exist, so you'll have the last laugh. Wrong, Hulk. Wrong on both counts.
How did he forget the people in the building?
Well, no, he wasn't thinking about it. He let his rage get the better of him.
Of course, the rage.
But they feel like they failed. But then when he wakes up, now for a moment, she looks like Betty. And he's only partially paralyzed. But look at this. She then keeps calling him Betty. And he's like, he doesn't want her. It's like, I'm your Betty. Are you relaxing yet? The exact opposite. Please don't do this. Let Betty handle everything. She's raping him, in other words.
Oh my gosh, he's paralyzed. Leave him alone.
Yeah, and well, to be fair, she is brainwashed herself. Basically, submissive, so submissive that she thinks she's doing what he wants. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So it's like she's not doing this with any malicious intent. As far as she knows, and probably as far as the Maestro told her, treat him like you would treat me. And if he says no, he's just playing hard to get.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
that's terrible.
But I don't blame her, though. But
Yeah, well, I mean, it is himself, so she's probably thinking, like, why would he lie?
Exactly. And it's like, I'm killing him with kindness. All these different bodies tossed out. They're trying, I think, they're just going through everything, But eventually, they see the Maestro, he's just basically feeling like, you should really thank me. I've arranged for this chair for you to get around in until you heal. And of course, I've arranged your therapy earlier. Let me guess. She now calls herself Betty. If I could kill myself right now, this moment, I'd do it in a heartbeat, because that would be an end to you. Still clinging to that, are you? Minister, if you wouldn't mind. Not at all, Maestro. Here, all you have to do is pull the trigger. You have enough muscular control back for that, I think. Trust me, blowing your brains out is something that even our formidable healing won't overcome. Now you're the one who's bluffing. You wouldn't put yourself at risk, but I'm not at risk. My existence is assured. You see, I have no prior recollection of any of these events. When your outlaw pals went back in time and brought you forward, it created an alternate timeline. Time split off from that moment. One time branch is now the event that led to me, along with another branch are the events that will now happen to you. Your own real future, as it were. In other words, thanks to your friends, I'm now one possible future for Dr. Bruce Banner. Unhampered by you, what happens to you, Hulk, is your own affair. You could be lying. Perhaps all of this already did happen to you. Perhaps all the things you're saying now, all the things that you aren't are the things that you remember having already heard when you were in my position. And you're hoping that what worked once will work again. Or perhaps you sent me back to my own time, but with my memories erased. Perhaps you're not as safe as you think you are. I'm getting a headache trying to follow this. That is a hazard with time traveling, theorizing minister.
My God.
I love that. I'm getting a headache just trying to follow that. Now, the thing is, I understand all this perfectly, don't you?
I understand it perfectly, yeah.
But you can see why someone could get a headache, right?
Yeah, so much worse.
But of course, he doesn't do it. And as they go through the wasteland, he then is like, hey, boss, good Maestro, it's been a while. It's been, to be precise, it's been a year, boss. So tell me, how is your daughter coming along? And basically say, I'll be the judge of that, brings it forward. He looks her over and says, like, no open sores, firm, good teeth. You've done well. I'll bet you've invested quality years in her. I shall protect that investment, I assure you. And to show my appreciation, this food should hold you over until the crops come in. These people are starving. Why don't they live in the city? Our resources are not infinite. Besides, by and large, they're fairly hideous. Who wants them hanging about? It's depressing, but I'm not heartless. I've been reintroducing nutrients into the ground. At the moment, they can survive, perhaps someday even prosper. And all I ask is whatever they can give. All benefit. Again, you can see why his mind convinces himself he's doing good.
Yeah.
He's not all evil. He's mostly
evil.
Get
good teeth, though.
Her father made sure she got nothing but the best.
Best toothpaste?
No, probably whatever else they would use to clean their teeth.
Nothing.
Yeah.
On bones.
Right. But yeah, eventually, like one of the girls says, you should grow let the beard grow. The Maestro looks so handsome in his. And yes, she looks just like Betty, as you can see.
Yeah.
He's still trying to offer him. It's like, you see in your eyes, Hulk. I see in your eyes, Hulk. You're repulsed by the world I've created, but you cannot judge me, Hulk, for you haven't lived the century of time that will bring you to my situation. You cannot know what it was like. For as long as I can recall, humans touted their moral superiority over I was the monster. But when it came down to it, they were the ones who brought destruction upon themselves. Me, a monster? I wasn't even in their league. I spent my life being in the right place at the right time. Why, if I'd been at ground zero of any of the bombs that dropped, I'd have died just as quick as any puny human. But instead, I managed to be elsewhere, and it benefited from the radiation that lay around like waste material. Radiation that killed millions, and I just soaked it up. I could go there and where others couldn't do what others couldn't. I survived. And that's the young girl from outside that she just brought in. And basically say, like, stay here. He basically makes him the offer of, just think about it. And it turns out he's been, the Hulk's been fine for a while. And even admits, Maestro's right about alternate timelines. Reed Richards did a paper about it. And he's dug a hole and everything for them. But turns out, I love this. Knock, knock. Blam! Who's there? It's Banner. Banner who? Been a real bad day, hasn't it, Doctor? Yeah, that was a weapon made by Forge, and basically feels like, I knew what you fools were doing. But it also appears that the minister has actually been feeding them information. He's been their mole. And, well, yeah, the Maestro takes care of him. And it just
I thought it's so weird he just wanted to kill a regular Hulk like a few minutes ago.
No. He still felt like if he did it, he was still thinking, oh yeah, if I kill him, then the Maestro will disappear.
Oh, so he still believed that.
Yes, he did. But yeah, look at this big action sequence. And then Janice saves the young girl, and I love this. Slide him, my love. Yeah, I think Peter David had to be that Janice is a lesbian.
Wait, what?
Rick's granddaughter. The one with the long hair?
That one, right?
Yeah, right here, this one. Her hair's all wrapped up at the moment.
Oh, shoot.
See, there's the braided hair.
I didn't see it. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, that is her. And it says like, slide him, my love. Now scram. But then look, whips it with the hair. It's a flarking pain keeping it washed and takes forever to dry, but every so often it's worth it.
Nice.
But yeah.
If Artemis can do that with her hair, that'd be cool too.
Yep. But yeah, but basically, and he stomps his way through until he finds Rick. And I love it. Life support system still pumping away. Old man? You know, Jones, out of a misplaced sense of gratitude, I let you live entirely too long. Tell me about it. You know, Bruce, you used to be a fun guy. Too bad you turned into such a dirtbag. Years ago, I did you a favor and saved your life. Now I think I'll do you a favor and take it. And he all of a sudden, Hulk throws the Cap shield, but it still knocks him back right into Wolverine's claws.
Oh.
And then Hulk's like, roar! Tries to come in half, like, you only get one chance at me and you blew it. You could have snuck in, gotten close, struck before I knew what was happening. But for a moment, you reverted to type. And that moment will cost you your life. Ha! Now there's a thought. America's shield was never a threat to us before, because Cap couldn't hurl it with such force to penetrate. But Thor's hammer, on the other hand, was always lethal. And in my hands, it will be... I don't believe it. I'm stronger than ever. Thor is long gone, and I still can't lift the damn thing. Have to be worthy. Only damn thing here is you. And yeah, leads into a big... It knocks him right into all the ashes.
Oh, no.
The leader, the abomination, the UFOs, I've hated them all, but none of them has made me as sick as you do. You're complaining to me? I've tried to talk sense into you. I tried to warn you, and you You buffoon! You close your eyes to it. Imagine how sickening it is to see someone so brilliant and yet so stupid. And imagine when that someone is you. We could have been gods together. Should have remembered, the madder you get, the stronger you get. And you're completely mad. You could have been worshipped, Hulk. Now you'll just be mourned, provided anyone is left to mourn you, which I seriously doubt. You're fighting the inevitable, Hulk. I'm simply the final product of natural selection. The strong survive. I'm the strongest. I survived. When you go against me, you go against the law of nature. Admit it, you'll die at my hands momentarily anyway. So let your last words be honest ones. Remove the blinders from your eyes and see the truth. I am the future. Wrong. Your history. What are you doing? Welcome to Plan C, Maestro. And he uses Tomb's portal, the time machine, to transport him. And in that allows moment, then Rick finally passes.
Wait, where'd he go?
Well, remember what they say, if he was at ground zero of a bomb.
Oh my god.
Right to where it all began. And at the same time, the Hulk was born, the Maestro died.
Poetic.
And with a little bit, they take Cap's shield, puts a little bit of the adhesive on it, pour Rick's ashes on it, and just throws it. Wherever it'll land, it'll be a good and somewhere exciting. Farewell, my best friend. See you yesterday.
Oh.
So, what did you think? What did you think of the artwork? What did you think of that story?
That was fantastic. I loved it so much. I loved the art. I loved the story.
Ouch. Yeah, it's just so phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
And so well detailed and everything. I mean, you could tell each person was distinct. Everyone looked unique. You know, the Hulks, like you could so tell they were, other artists would have taken shortcuts and make it be like the Hulk, like the Maestro, like even more like the Hulk. But no, Perez had to be. He is still. You only know he's the Hulk by the size. Anything else you wouldn't know until it's spelled out for you. He was the Hulk. If you didn't know better, you would just thought he was a gamma radiated monster at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but in the story, I mean, the Maestro is a very compelling villain, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I thought he was fantastic.
Because like, he is evil, but he's basically the Hulk if he finally had free reign to do what he wanted and felt like he was, got what he was due. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
But overall, I mean, what would you rank it from what you just saw?
Oh man, maybe like honestly a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, definitely one of Perez's best, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I love it.
And what have you been thinking now after reading all of those and the Maestro comics you've been reading? Now do you know this is where he ends up?
Yes. I didn't even read them yet.
Oh, you're waiting until the last one, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm a completist. A trilogy of miniseries. Very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yep, and we got 2 more issues left of the third and final one. But even then, given how we've seen Rick in these miniseries, it's still going to take a while before we get there. Like, he's starting to go gray, but he hasn't become wrinkly yet. But again, rest in peace, George, right?
Yes, rest in peace.
We lost a good man, and a great artist, but hopefully he can still inspire people. His work could still inspire people.
Yes, definitely. He deserves it. He deserves to have people be inspired by him.
Mm-hmm. But until then, I say you and I should meet up again after the final Maestro book comes out, and I can go over all of them with you.
Yay!
And it'd be fitting after this one, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yep. Well, until then, catch you all later.
Bye.